Well, good morning, everyone. Well, firstly, thank you to Linda and Prachi for this very generous opportunity to allow me to address the opening remarks this morning. So my name is Lorraine Martin. I'm a professor within the School of Pharmacy, but a biochemist by training. My research area is within the field of chronic airways diseases, so I have a very sort of tentative kind of grasp of microbiology, but I am married to a molecular bacteriologist, so I do absorb a lot of bacteriology in our day-to-day lives. Recently appointed as Associate PVC, Pro-Vice-Chancellor for Enterprise and Innovation. So within that role, I'm really responsible for a lot of the business engagement and collaboration, some of the regional growth deals that we can benefit from within the next few years. So that's a short intro to myself. So down to the matters of the day. So firstly, just want to welcome everyone to Queen's University and to the Futures AMR Networks Conference. We are truly delighted to have you here, not only as visitors, but as colleagues and collaborators and friends who share a deep commitment to addressing one of the most pressing challenges of our time. Queen's is very proud to host you, and I hope that during your stay you will feel the warmth and hospitality that this university, but also this city and region are known for. I hope that you will take the opportunity to wander around our beautiful campus, maybe get down to Botanic Gardens, but also explore Belfast, maybe visit the Christmas markets and experience the unique energy and generosity of this place. So this gathering represents something truly remarkable. I may be preaching to the choir, but we are all here because of the critical issue of antimicrobial resistance, or AMR. AMR is a defining issue of our time, one that touches health, food systems, economies and societies across every corner of the world. And yet, in the face of its complexity, meetings like this and a room full of people like you give us hope. Here we have gathered individuals who bring imagination, scientific excellence, policy insight, operational understanding, and simply a lived experience, all of which are needed to drive meaningful change. So today you're not simply attending a conference. Through this opportunity, we are convening a community that believes that the AMR crisis can be addressed through collaboration, support, and shared purpose. A community that recognises the value of learning from one another, mentoring each other, and creating spaces where good ideas can grow. The Futures AMR Network, funded by the UK Research and Innovation, or UKRI, was founded with a simple but powerful belief that the future of the AMR field rests in the hands of early career researchers. ECRs are already shaping this field, bringing forward new ideas, exploring new methodologies, and crossing boundaries between disciplines, sectors, and systems. But the responsibility does not lie with early career researchers alone. In this room, we are joined by experienced researchers, clinicians, policymakers, innovators, community representatives, and industry partners. Your influence, your mentorship, your partnership are essential. Collectively, your presence matters because the decisions you make about resourcing, support, opportunities, and expectations shape the trajectory of the AMR field. They determine whether this community continues to attract and retain the next generation of leaders, and whether we are able to sustain the progress required to overcome the AMR crisis. Inspiring, supporting, and empowering early career researchers is therefore not a luxury. Rather, is fundamental to winning the fight against AMR. So looking ahead, what does this conference offer? Well, over the next 2 days, you will hear from individuals who have carved unconventional paths, transformed ideas into technologies, turned science into public action, shaped policy landscapes, or used lived experience as a catalyst for change. Each of them shares something in common with you: curiosity, determination, and a sense of purpose. You will also learn from those working in different parts of the system and share your perspectives on the future of AMR research. You will explore what it means to build bridges between science, industry, communities, and policy, and how these bridges can accelerate real change. More importantly, these are the spaces where you will be driving innovation. You are the catalyst for the next generation of discoveries, solutions, and system-level interventions. I would like to leave you with a thought as you begin your conversations today and tomorrow. Never underestimate the impact of a single connection. The person who you sit beside today may become your collaborator on your next grant, the co-author of your next paper, the colleague who joins you in a new policy initiative, or the teammate who helps you turn an idea into practical breakthrough. This conference is about building trust, sparking ideas, and discovering the collaborations that will shape the future of AMR research, policy, and action. So I encourage you to stretch yourself, speak to someone new, share your challenges honestly, celebrate your successes, and allow yourself to imagine what is possible beyond the boundaries of your own discipline or sector. So finally, on behalf of Queen's University and the Future AMR Network and UKRI, I want to thank each of you for the work that you do, day by day, steadily and often quietly, to advance science, policy, innovation, and the public understanding within the AMR space. Your work matters, your voices matter, and your presence here today matters. I wish you an inspiring, energising, and enjoyable 2 days. May this conference truly be a springboard for new ideas, new collaborations, new friendships, and the next breakthrough that helps forge a future free from the worst consequences of antimicrobial resistance. So welcome again to Queen's University Belfast, and welcome to the Future AMR Network's Fighting Resistance, Forging Future Conference. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Lorraine, for that very insightful speech. I was taking notes and learning a few lines for myself there. So we are ahead of schedule, right? So we have two choices: carry on and fire on, because we always run late anyway. But just because we're running ahead of time does not mean that we lapse, okay? So today I'm just gonna go over what sessions we have today. Just before break, we have two sessions. The first one is innovation, entrepreneurship, and industry pathways. So my eyes are not great, so I'm gonna have to put this close up. And then the second session is on emerging technologies and new frontiers in AMR. And then after lunch, we have two more. I'm just gonna go through how this will work today. All of the speakers have been given time slots. Those time slots are for you to speak. So don't be worrying about, I need to try and finish and have questions within the same time slots. Hopefully that has been communicated to you. At the end of each block of talks, there is a question and answer session. So we will invite all of the speakers to stay up afterwards when the last speaker in that session has spoken, and then we'll ask the questions together and answer all of them together. We might take 3 questions and answer them and so on, just to save time. So if you can try and keep to your time, I think the moderators will be telling you when, when your time is up. That would be great. And then we'll carry on with the same pattern next in the next session. The posters, if you have one and you haven't put it up yet, is in the room just across the hall. If you just follow the hallway all the way down, you should all have your poster numbers. Some of the people giving talks today also have posters, so some of the flash talks. So they might point you to their posters just because they've got very little time to speak about it. So that's how the program is going to run. And I'm now going to invite the first co-chairs, Jim, yes, and colleague. Thank you so much.